a seat. Hello, Miss Priyanka.
Hi.
I'm Karen. I will be your counselor for today. So I have your referral from our doctor, and she told me about your situation. So I would be here to help. So no need to feel shy about it. It's an open space. You can feel comfortable and tell anything under the sun that you want to talk about regarding your situation. And don't worry, everything that we'll be talking about on this session will be just between you and me. It will be strictly confidential. Okay? So feel safe, have anything, you can tell it to me. Okay? So I'm really happy that you made it today, and I'm glad that you made this big decision for yourself. So how are you feeling about being here then?
I'm a bit nervous and unsure.
I see.
I haven't really talked to anyone about what's like been happening, and I carried this worry alone for so long. And but I also feel like I need to speak with someone. I can't keep pretending everything is fine.
Mm, that's understandable, Priyanka. This is a safe space, so you can share as much as you want or as much as little, as long as you feel comfortable about it. And can you tell me a little about what brought you here today?
It's it's about my daughter. Um, my daughter Ellie. I have noticed over the past few years that she has been taking money from me without asking. At first, I thought I was mistaken, but now I realize it. It's been happening repeatedly. I feel hurt, betrayed, and I'm afraid of what she might do if I comfort her.
Hmm. Uh, Thank you for sharing that. So that must feel very upsetting on your part. Would you mind telling me how long has this been happening between you and Ellie?
Mm, it's been around 2 years, or 2 or 3 years, but it's become more frequent lately. Sometimes she pressure me to sign the pay documents at the bank or to give money for things I'm not sure about and or comfortable with it. I feel trapped because she is my daughter, and I don't want to cause any trouble in the family. But I also feel like independence is slipping away.
Oh, I see. So regarding that, when did you first notice that your finances were being affected?
The first time I noticed was about 2 years ago, I think. I checked my bank account and saw withdrawals that I did not recognize, that I haven't used or did. At first, I thought it might have been a mistaken by the bank, or maybe I forgot something. But it kept happening like repeatedly. I start feeling anxious every time I look at my statement. I began checking them obviously.
Oh, that must have been very concerning. And how does that make you feel that time?
It it felt scared, confused, and little ashamed. I'm wondering if I had done something wrong to deserve this, or if I was being too naive. Yeah, I also felt guilty because I did not want to think badly of my daughter, but keep deep down, I knew something wasn't right.
Yeah. Feeling scared is normal. It's not your fault, Priyanka. So it's alright to be scared. And regarding that, did you talk to anyone about it, or did you talk to anyone before you come here today?
Um, Only my neighbor, Mr. Sam. We are very close, so I share my things to him. I told her I was worried, and she listened and reassured me. But I did not feel like I could talk to anyone else, not my friends, not other families or members. I felt embarrassed and ashamed, like to talk about my daughter. Like maybe I should have been more careful.
Yeah. So with that, thank you for trusting me, Priyanka. Uh, we'll work together, don't worry. We'll explore to your options and your feelings. And can you describe what your what is your relationship with Ellie like now?
Mm, it's very complicated. I love her as my daughter,
Yes.
but she becomes more controlling and sometimes angry if I question her. If I ask something to her about these things, like becomes angry. I feel like I'm walking on an eggshell all the time. I wanted to maintain a good relationship, but I also feel powerless and afraid to assert myself.
Oh, that sounds very stressful. So how often does she visit or contact you?
She come almost every day, and but sometimes multiple times a day. Even if I don't want her to come, I feel guilty saying no. It's exhausting, and I feel like I have no privacy in my own house.
Oh, that's so too much for you. So when she visits, do you feel comfortable discussing your finances with Ellie?
Not at all. I'm afraid she will yell at me, make me feel guilty or for questioning her. So I usually avoid the topic entirely, which leaves me feeling frustrated and powerless.
That's understandable. So fear is a natural response in your most especially in your situations like control or abuse. So how this affect your daily life?
It affects everything. I constantly anxious, checking my bank account, worrying about bills, and wondering what she might do next. I don't sleep well because my mind is racing. Even when I try to enjoy my hobbies or relax, I can't focus. I feel like my independence and peace of mind is slipping away.
That sounds exhausting, really. So you're managing a lot of stress on your own, Priyanka. So when you think like about your finances, what emotions come up?
When I think about my finances,
Yeah.
I feel fear, worry, and guilty mostly. Fear that she might take more than she should, worry that I won't have enough for myself, and guilty for not even thinking about protecting myself instead of just trusting my daughter.
Don't worry, Priyanka. It's normal to feel guilty, but please know that this is not your fault. The responsibility lies with the person who is taking advantage. And have you noticed any physical symptoms on your side due to like uh stress?
Yes, I get headache. My chest feels tight sometimes, and I have trouble sleeping. I also feel fatigue almost all the time. It's like my body is carrying the weight of
Yeah.
worry constantly.
Oh, so that's your body. It's responding to the stress that you're feeling and to the anxiety. So now, we can discuss like some ways to manage that later. So have you tried like setting boundaries with your daughter Ellie about the money?
I have tried a little, but it didn't work. When I tell her I need to think about something or that I want to manage my finances myself, she get upset or angry, and I ended up giving in to avoid conflict, which makes me frustrated and
Oh,
weak.
that's understandable. Don't worry. Boundaries can be difficult if like in an abusive relationships, especially with your daughter. So she's part of your family, so it's hard. I understand. So are there like any specific incidents that you think that stand out with Ellie, took your money, or she pressured you to sign any documents?
Mm, oh yeah, the last month, um, since the day I signed a document at the bank, I didn't know what it was, and I felt too intimidated to refuse. I left the bank feeling anxious, angry at myself, and sad that my daughter would do this for me.
Okay, that sounds very intimidating, Priyanka. So feeling unsure and afraid, it's normal response. So, have you ever considered, after everything, have you ever considered seeking a legal advice or like notifying your bank about your concerns?
I have thought about it, but I didn't know when to start. I was afraid it would make Ellie angry and damage our relationship even more. I felt stuck between protecting myself and maintaining family peace.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry. We can explore your options together, like including legal support and elder protection services. So, how do you feel like discussing these options today?
I feel nervous, but I think I need help. I can't keep living fear and confusion. I want to feel like safe and independent person.
That's a positive step. You are showing courage by asking for support. So, showing up here, asking for my help, that's a very good step. So, are there any other like family members or friends who you feel safe talking about this?
Only my neighbors and my old friends. I trust them and they sometimes check on me. I don't feel like I can trust the rest of the family because Ellie is so close with them and might twist the things.
Okay. So, at least that's good. That's a good start, Priyanka. So, at least we can also explore ways to strengthen your support network. So, how is your emotional like well-being in general? So, do you feel anxious or sad, overwhelmed often?
Yeah, very often I feel anxious all the time, like I am waiting for something bad to happen, and sad because I never imagined being treated this way by my own daughter. And I also feel alone and sometimes question I'm overreacting.
Okay. Oh, so feeling alone is normal. So, like in these situations of financial abuse. So don't worry, you're not alone now. So we'll work on support and on your safety together. So Priyanka, when you think about Ellie like taking your money, what emotions come up? What emotion comes up most strong?
Most fear? I feel like I'm walking on an exhale all the time. I worry she might yell at me, get angry, or even manipulated me emotionally. If I question her, I also feel like sadness because I never expected this from my own daughter.
Oh, that fear is understandable. Feeling afraid doesn't mean that you're weak. So it's a natural response for like someone who's so controlling. So do you like feel guilty sometimes about wanting to protect your money?
Yes, constantly I feel guilty um, for not trusting my daughter completely, for thinking about saying no, and for taking steps to protect myself. But at the same time, I know deep down that protecting myself is important.
Yes, that's a common feeling. But protecting yourself, Priyanka, is not selfish. It's necessary. It's for your own peace. So, how does this whole situation affect your sleep?
Mm, I barely sleep. Sometimes I don't even get a proper sleep. I lie awake thinking my finance, what Ellie might do, and whether I will have enough for myself. Even if I try to rest, my mind keeps on racing, and I wake up multiple times at the night and feeling anxious.
Anxious, yes. So, lack of sleep is a common effect of stress and anxiety. So, we can discuss strategies to help you feel safer and more relaxed at night. So, have you noticed any changes in your appetite or energy level?
Yes, I feel like eating some things sometimes because I feel anxious. I don't have the energy to do my usual activities, and I feel weak and drained most of the day.
So that's another common response to stress. So taking care of your body is important, Priyanka. So while we are addressing this, it's on the emotional side. So you need to take care of yourself too. So when you think about telling someone else about abuse, what stops you?
Mm, I'm afraid of family conflicts. I don't want Ellie to get angry, for the rest of the family to take side. I also feel embarrassed and ashamed that I have let it happen. I keep thinking maybe I should have been more cautious, careful, or vigilant.
That's understandable. So many older adults feel conflicted about protecting themselves, like versus family loyalty, you know? So, have you noticed any patterns in Ellie's like behavior that help you predict when she might try to manipulate you?
Yes, she often pressure me when I'm tired or emotionally vulnerable, like in the past. I feel like in the past, I feel like that.
Okay. So, recognizing patterns is important. So, it can help you plan ahead and protect yourself. So, when Ellie pressures you about money, what do you usually do?
I usually give in because I am afraid of her reaction. Sometimes I feel like I have no choice, and afterward I feel frustrated, guilty, and powerless.
That's understandable, Priyanka. So it's natural to want to avoid conflict, especially with a family member. Most especially Ellie's your daughter. So how do you feel like after giving in on Ellie's request?
Angry at myself, sad, and sometimes hopeless. I hate that I feel trapped, and I wish I could handle the situation differently.
Oh, do you have any like personal strategies like to calm yourself when you feel scared or anxious?
I try to pray, um, sit quietly, or talk to my neighbors or friends. Sometimes I cry quietly. It helps a little, but the fear never fully goes away.
That's good. So, prayer or quiet reflections can be grounding. So, we can explore other techniques to manage your fear. Would you be open like trying a simple breathing exercise, like just to help you feel calmer when you feel pressured?
Yes, I can try anything that might make me feel less anxious.
So, let's talk a slow breath in for 4 seconds. So hold like okay. So and one and breathe. Okay. So how does that feel?
It feels better. Uh, my chest doesn't feel guilty, tight. I feel like I can focus on life more.
That's wonderful. So practicing this regularly can help you reduce your anxiety and over time you will overcome it. So, how do you feel about asking for help from authorities or professional services?
Nervous. I don't want to involve the police unless I have to. But I also know I cannot do this alone anymore. I just don't know how to start.
So, that's understandable. So, Priyanka, later we can discuss like options that don't require immediate legal actions like bank alerts, financial advisors, or elder support services. So now, have you thought about limiting access to your accounts temporarily, like to protect your finances?
Um, I have thought about it, but I feel scared she might, really react badly or accuse me of not trusting her. I want to protect myself, but I also do not want to create any more conflict.
Okay, so we can plan that together safely. So, step by step, so you feel in control without creating conflict. So, like, how do you feel about writing down your finances and keeping a record of all your transactions? Like, have your own notebook, then jot it down.
I think that would help me. If something goes wrong, I could show a record, or it would give me a peace of mind knowing I have a proof of what belongs to me.
Mm-hmm. So, exactly. So, keeping records is always a way to protect yourself, and you can feel empowered about it. So, have you noticed any physical signs of stress when dealing with Ellie? So, like headache, stomach aches, or sometimes tension?
Yes, I get headache, my shoulder get tight, and sometimes I feel nauseous. When I anticipating seeing her, my body carries a fear before I even face her.
So, that's your body, Priyanka. It's responding to stress. Using relaxation exercises and small breaks can help you reduce those physical symptoms. If you ever feel unsafe or pressured, what could be a small first step you take to protect yourself?
I could step into my bedroom and close the door, call my neighbor for the support. I could only remind myself that I have right to say no and that I'm allowed to protect my money and well-being. I'm sorry, I got a phone call. I just
Okay,
sorry
sure.
for that.
Sure. Okay, take your time.
Okay.
Come in.
Sorry for that.
It's alright, Priyanka. Okay. So, are you ready to continue? Okay. So, Priyanka, how do you feel like about starting to set some small boundaries with Ellie?
I feel nervous, but I know like I need to try. I don't want to fight with her, but I can't keep feeling powerless. Even small boundaries might help me feel safe.
That's a good start. So, boundaries don't have to be big. Even small steps, it will help you feel safe and more in control. So, can you think of like one situation where you could safely say no to Ellie?
Yes, when she asks for my bank card, I can say I need to think about this or I will handle this myself. It's small, but it could give me space and confidence.
Yes, that's excellent boundary. So it gives you space without confrontation. And how do you feel when you imagine saying no like that?
Scared at first because I fear her anger, but I am so relieved. Like a weight is lifted from knowing that I have to right to protect myself.
That's a relief. It's a sign that you're protecting yourself. And feeling scared is normal. So, courage and fear, they often happen together. So, um, let's think about like at home, your safety at home. So, are there times when you feel particularly vulnerable with Ellie?
Usually, when she comes in the morning, I feel trapped and anxious, and I sometimes imagine worst case scenario like her taking money or making me sign documents I don't understand.
Mm. So that's important to note. So can you identify like a safe space in your home where you could go if you feel pressured?
My bedroom, I lock the door and stay there until I feel calmer and until someone I trust come over.
Okay, so that's a good start. So having a safe space, it gives you a sense of control. So do you have like a trusted person you could call if Ellie like becomes aggressive or threatening?
Yes, my neighbor, Mr. Sharma, she check on me sometimes and I can always reach her for advice or
So
support.
that's perfect. So keeping that contact handy is like your safety net, your safety measure. So like how comfortable are you with using like a daily log to note any incidents of financial abuse?
I think I could do that. It would help me see patterns and help me prove if needed. Writing it down, writing also help me feel like I'm taking action instead of just worrying.
So that's great. So keeping records to yourself, yes, that will save you big time. So in just in case you need professional help, it's handy. So like are there any legal services or like elder protections agencies you heard of?
I have heard of them, but I have never contacted them. I don't know how it works, and I'm worried about making things worse with my daughter.
That's okay. So we can provide contacts and guide you safely if you choose to reach out. So let's talk about empowerment. What makes you feel strong or independent?
I feel strong when I'm gardening, uh, when I make decision for myself, Those moments remind me of that I'm still capable of doing something, not completely powerless.
So those are wonderful sources of your independence. So we can use those activities to remind you of your strength, Priyanka. And how could you use those strengths to face financial abuse?
By trusting myself and my judgment, by not being afraid to say no, by using practical steps like recording transactions, even small victories would remind me that I'm in the control of my life.
Exactly. Trusting yourself is your key. You have the ability to protect your finances and your well-being too. So have you thought like about involving a financial advisor or like a bank representative to safeguard your accounts?
I haven't yet, but I'm willing to. I think it might help me feel safer and provide me guidance on what I should do if any pressure me again.
So that's a very practical step. We can plan how to contact them safely. So now, how do you feel when you imagine Ellie respecting your boundaries?
I feel sense of relief and calm. I imagine being able to make decisions for myself without the fear, and it makes me feel lighter and powerful.
That's your mind imagining safety. It's a positive sign, Priyanka. So, visualization can be helpful tools. So, like, have you considered who else in your family or community could support you in your uh, setting boundaries?
My niece, my niece live nearby, and she has always been kind. I thought I could share some of my concern with her as long as she understands mm, to support me, uh, not argue with the Ellie.
Okay, so that's a good idea. Support from your trusted people so it reduces the fear of isolation. So now, how does your body feel when you think about standing up for yourself?
My heart beats, and uh, it beats because of the fears, and I feel tense at first, but also spark of determination. It's like a mix of courage and fear, and it reminds me that I can be brave even in difficult situations.
So that is alertness. It's a natural response, taking action. So courage often shows up as tension and energy in the body. So now let's discuss communication. How do you assert your needs to like calmly to Ellie?
I think I could say I appreciate your help, but this is my decision and I need to handle it myself. It's polite but firm, and it reminds me I have right to make my own choices.
That's excellent. So polite but firm statements, it will maintain your dignity and authority. So how do you feel about practicing this statement with me now?
I can try. I appreciate your help with this help. This is my decision, and I need to handle it myself. Saying it makes me feel empowered, even though I'm little nervous about how she might react. Um,
So, Priyanka, how do you feel after this discussing after the boundaries and the safety steps?
I feel a little relieved and calmer, and I can see that there are steps I can take to protect myself, and that makes me feel less helpless.
That's wonderful. So, feeling in control is an important thing and it's a part of your healing journey. So, when you think about Ellie taking your money, so what emotions come up now compared before when you first come here?
I feel I feel anxious, but I also feel more aware and power prepared, and I know I can take steps to protect myself, and that give me hope.
That shows progress. So, awareness is a powerful tool against abuse. So, are there any memories of specific incidents like mm, that still feel that you're still feeling painful?
Yes, the time she took money I had saved for my medicine, I feel scared and angry, and and I still replay that moment in my mind. It hurts to realize my daughter could betray me like that.
So that's understandable. So it's okay to feel hurt. Your feelings are valid and you should remember that. And how do you usually cope with feelings of hurt or betrayal?
I pray, talk to Mr. Sharma, and sometimes I cry quietly. It helps a little, but the fear and sadness do not go away completely. I know I need some strategy to feel safe and calm.
Those are healthy ways to release your emotions. You cannot bottle them up. So, crying is a natural and healing response. So, would you like to learn a brief grounding exercise for moments of intense stress?
Yes, please. I think it could help me calm down when I am anxious or overwhelmed.
Okay, so let's try it together. So, focus your feet on the floor. Okay, take slow breaths. Okay, and notice three things you can see around. Slow breaths. Okay. Okay. So, how does that make you feel?
I feel calmer and more present. It's my mind is not racing as much, and I can focus on what around me instead of just the fear.
That's excellent, Priyanka. You can practice this anytime you feel anxious. So, let's talk about your support network. How often do you connect with your friends or neighbors?
Only occasionally, Mr. Sharma check in once a week, and I talk to one old friend over the phone sometimes. I feel like I don't have many people I can rely on.
That's a start. So, we can explore ways to expand your support safely. Now, how do you feel about attending a support group for older adults who have experienced financial abuse?
Nervous, but I think I could help. Hearing other story might make me feel less alone and more confident about taking steps to protect myself.
That's normal. So, sharing with others who understand can reduce isolation and build strength. So, how do you feel about taking small steps to protect your finances this week?
Mm, I feel cautiously optimistic, and I could start by reviewing each my bank statement carefully, and noticing an unusual activity. Just having a plan makes me feel a little more secure.
Yeah, that's a practical step. So, reviewing statements regularly helps you maintain control. So, how would you feel comfortable like setting up alerts with your bank, like to notify you of like withdrawals?
Yes, I think I would give me it would give me a peaceful mind. I would not have to worry so much if I knew I would be allotted immediately.
So excellent. These actions help you maintain and help you reclaim your independence and security. So, how do you feel emotionally after practicing safety planning and coping strategies?
I feel less anxious and a little more hopeful, like there is a path forward instead of just fear and uncertainty.
That's hope is important. So it shows you that you are ready to take small steps towards safety and empowerment. So now, are there specific self-care activities that bring you comfort?
Gardening and praying and
Knitting, yep.
knitting, and they make me feel connected to myself and remind me that I still have control over the part of my life.
So those activities are wonderful, Priyanka. So regular self-care, it will strengthen your resilience and your emotional being. So cur- how do you often engage in those activities?
Mm, Not as often as I would like because I have been stressed and anxious before.
So could you plan to engage in one of them like at least like few times a week?
Yes, I think I can start by gardening tomorrow morning. It's small, but it will give me a sense of peace and control.
That's perfect. So even small steps, it will help you restore your balance. So how do you feel about the progress you've made in today's session?
I feel proud of myself for talking about the things I have now kept inside for years, and I feel stronger and more confident that I can take steps to protect myself.
That's wonderful, Priyanka. So you've done important emotional work today by acknowledging the abuse and taking steps towards your safety. So before we end, I want to give you a pat on the back and your shoulder for making it. So, uh, is there anything else that you would like to discuss or clarify?
I just want to know I'm not alone and that I can protect myself without losing my dignity or hurting my relationship with Ellie too much.
Absolutely, Priyanka. So you are not alone. Remember that. And with small steps and support, you can protect yourself and feel more secure. So we'll continue to work on your safety, your boundaries, and emotional healing in our future sessions. So I'll be seeing you on our next session. Thank you so much for today, Priyanka.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.